Well, shit. The weekend went by too fast. Monday morning, back here in the shop. Gonna finish up this saddle we started on. Remember, we squared the block up Friday to do that saddle repair and that Brad Anderson block. And I just got it all programmed up. And what I'm gonna do now, I got the piece of material blued up, because what I'm gonna do is I'm only gonna go down 5 thousandths just to proof my program, make sure we're all good to go. Because again, we're old school G code. We program like men around here. We're not using no software. We're not using no SolidWorks. We're not using no Mastercam. We're doing it like they would have did it in 1979. Because that's my favorite era. So let's put this thing in auto. And let's put it on 100%. And let's see if we're close. Right now it's turning cutter comp on. Offset the diameter of our end mill. And what I'll do, I like to just make an easy pass, just barely skimming the top. That's why I blew it up. And like I said, I'm only taking out a couple thou. And I can kind of proof it and make sure it's doing what I want it to do before we crank up the feeds and speeds. Again, I don't have the coolant running on this because it's an open machine and it makes a friggin' mess. So I'm just going to spray it as we go. I'm going to take, just light depths of cut, maybe 50 thousandths at a time. So it looks like it's cutting our ID radius now. Remember, this is all we had to go by, was the burned up saddle that was repaired out at Brad Anderson's shop last. That's all we really had to go by. So we'll try to work it in. We know what the journal's supposed to be. It's a regular Hemi ID crank journal. And we already squared up this side, so we're just using that as our stop where we set it up. All right, so now it's going to come in, and it should leave 160 thousandths thickness is what I have for the spacer or shell, whatever you want to call. And it has been a madhouse around here today. The phone's been ringing off the hook. People coming in, bothering the hell out of me. Hard to get anything done when you have a lot of interruptions during the day. Weekend went by quick. You know, we teched down at Lakeview this weekend, didn't get home till 3:30 in the morning. I worked on the boat a little bit yesterday. Looks pretty close to our shape. So I'll measure it out with a pair of calipers, make sure we're close, and then I'll change the depth of cut, and we'll blank this sucker out. Oh yeah, hey Al, your rod showed up today. So I get some time, we'll go ahead and get those fixed up for you. But well, let me change my offset in my program, and we'll go a little deeper cut, and we'll start cutting this thing out. Just going down 100 thousandths at a time now. Got the main cap finished up. Get the saddle done, but we're still waiting on the crankshaft, so nothing I can do without the crane. I'd be able to speed it up and push it a little harder if I had the coolant going, but like I said, on these open machines, just make a mess, throwing chips everywhere. And consider, you know, these machines like a prototype style machine, so if I need to do anything with any quantity or a production run, we'll do it back there on the Mazak. That's fully enclosed. I had a couple of messages, guys asking me how come we just don't weld up the main housing. And the reason for that is you got to put so much heat to them. It distorts them so bad. You got to remember, every time you weld them, you put heat to them, you're annealing the aluminum. So, and for future repairs, just like this one's already been saddled and we're resaddling it, can you imagine if it was already welded? Blew up again, and you had to go over all that weld and cut that out. And I mean, now you're dealing with a lot of porosity when you get into welding. And yeah, I mean, it could be done with a weld repair, but I think this is a more precision repair because it's a replaceable item now. So if it eats it up, make another one, put it in there, line bore it, line hone it, off and running. You weld up the side of the block for the windows is, you know, one thing, because that's not really a precision area, but, you know, a housing bore for a main, you know, crank bore, it's got to be dead on accurate. Saddle's finished up, shape's all generated out. I had a little hiccup here. I didn't like the thickness, so I had to offset it. So I'll go ahead and chamfer that around there. So now I'm going to get a slitting saw, and I'm just going to take it on the bottom here and saw that out of there. And then I'll put it on the machine, we'll put the holes in, and we'll get ready to set that block up. A lot of milling going on today here at RPM. Big old DT466 International head Anthony's working on. You'll catch him smile every now and then. I'm over here milling out a spacer for a dry sump pump. I just want to show you guys that that saddle we got milled out. So now I'll get it finished up and in the block, and we'll get it on the line bore and get that Brad Anderson back to doing what it does best. Make a whole lot of horsepower. Also got the rear main cap done for the block we've been working on, the one we made the saddle for. There's the boogered up cap. Got the new one made. Not going to have time to send it out for hard coat anodizing, but I don't think it's a requisite. I mean, the hard coat, yeah, I mean, it helps for a wear factor, but the bearing surface is where all the wear is prevalent, and once it's hard coated, you know, once we bore it and hone it, it's going to take the coating off. So, but anyway, came out pretty good. Got all our oil holes in it. So this week, we're waiting for the crank to come back, get that saddle in there, and we could fit the cap on the block and line bore it, hone it, and hopefully get it out. Be one more job done. So that's it for Monday here at Prince Brothers Racing. RPM Speed of Machine. Signing out. Until next time.